What is going on YouTube? Hey, I'm making another brand new Crypto TV episode. In today's video, we're going to be looking at XRP, Litecoin, Bitcoin, Ethereum as well, and if we have time, the S&P 500. Specifically, in today's episode, we're going to continue from where we left off yesterday, which is in regards to the fact that I do believe that potentially a second wave is coming for the market, for XRP, for a lot of the major cryptocurrencies. So we are going to be looking at these coins in depth, figuring out where they're going to be headed, and then moving forward as to how we can invest in this and either short the market and make a ton of money, or buy in long and make a ton of money. Otherwise, if you guys are new to the channel, definitely make sure to subscribe, turn on post notifications, leave a giant thumbs up as this does help support the YouTube algorithm. Make sure to follow me on Twitter, CryptoVOfficial. Otherwise, let's jump right into today's episode. Alright guys, so yesterday's episode, you can see right here, we discussed that there's what could be a second wave coming for XRP Ripple and for the market as a whole. Now, yesterday's video in specific, we really discussed that we were hitting a very critical resistance level and a price ceiling. And then what would most likely come from that is obviously if we breach above that, expect to see a very bullish break. Or if we hit resistance, which we probably will, and correct lower, expect to short the market. So you can see right now, top 10 cryptos, things are down. Everything's down. Coins are falling. Bitcoin's down almost 2%. Ethereum down 3%. Ripple down 4.3%. Litecoin down 4%. You know, a lot of these coins are correcting lower. A lot of these coins are pulling back. And that's what I want to talk about in today's episode. Now you can see here, I do have Bityard pulled up. You can see, I can just click on the daily right here. You'll notice for the most part, we're in a stalling point. We've hit resistance and we're just consolidating right now. The past 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 days, almost a week now, we haven't really been moving like we have been in the past. We're pretty much consolidating. Usually after we see consolidation like this usually hints for what could be a big spike in volume. Now, a spike in volume doesn't necessarily mean we're going to explode to the upside. It could also mean a big volume movement as money and volume leaves the market, and we could see a correction back to the downside. Now, notice where the market is trading sideways. The 5-day and the 10-day moving average we're pretty much hung up on. Notice the next wave down is to bottom support at 50 cents, near the 20-day moving average. So there's a good chance that within this price, ceiling and price floor, within this sideways channel, we could see a correction back down to bottom support. We have to consider that as an option. So really what we're waiting for is to see what's going on. I discussed yesterday if we don't breach resistance, which is clearly set right here at 63 cents, we start to correct lower, this could be a big opportunity to short the market. Obviously, we can do so on Bityard. I did link Bityard in the description. It's as simple as getting ready to leverage this. We could do like a 25 times leverage with 2,000 in USDT. We can leverage that, and then it's literally just selling short and buying in. Now, I don't have enough in my balance, so I probably would have to do a little less, but we could leverage it, and it could actually be a little bit more. So it really depends as to what you want to do. Now, what's interesting is I really just want to jump right into the technical analysis and talk about what's happening. So XRP really isn't showing any crazy signs. It's not showing anything that's like, oh my God, let's buy in now. We're going to see this big surge or reversal. But what we are seeing is this consolidation. So something is happening, something is stewing, something is brewing, and something is going to pop off. So what we have to really do is focus in on other altcoins, figure out where they're hinting at, and then apply that information and knowledge to XRP as we move forward. So as you guys can see, XRP is merely trading sideways the past 6 days. Beautiful support at 55 cents, beautiful resistance at 70 cents, 69 cents. So we're trading in between here. Consolidation is merely just setting us sideways, but really we're looking for some sign of popping off. We're looking for some sign of where the market is going to lead to. So XRP, as great as we love XRP, it's not showing enough information for us to draw conclusions. So then we start looking at the other cryptos. And this is where things really start to, make sense. Ethereum, Bitcoin, and Litecoin are all showing similar trends and much better ways of analyzing the coin. So yesterday we discussed that as the price hits resistance up here, this is pretty much all-time highs, if we break through this, it's a clear, sight to expect to see a bullish break to the upside, buying in long. So our trigger is obviously somewhere closer to, I would say, $630 to $640. If we broke through that, close the candle, expect to see, a beautiful rise to the upside. Vice versa, we discussed that we're in a big ascending triangle. On a lot of these cryptos, you can see the ascending triangle. Wow, that is a terrible line to, deviate this and then this. That's pretty much the ascending triangle. Clearly a price ceiling, bottom support. We're setting higher lows as they're slowly, approaching the, gap in the price. And you can see right now, this is pretty much what we're waiting for. It's too soon to really call the next big play. Obviously, we can make money off these small movements within the ascending triangle. So granted, we didn't close above resistance here. We're starting to reverse downwards. It's exactly what we talked about. You could have bought in at let's say 610. You would have been right now 588. I do believe we're probably and very well could see the correction pull us down to 550. It's very easy. It's nothing unlikely. It's definitely a big possibility, but there's more risk trading inside the, inside triangles. So you can consider that as an option, weigh it out. I mean, these are big spikes. You can make money off of this. But the fact that we've hit resistance, there's a chance we could slowly correct lower. But, when you look at XRP, it's just consolidation. So we'll see whether or not we correct lower. Ultimately, we need to fill in the gap. We need to, climb back into here closer to 610 and then kind of stall into this. So we could really see a small correction downwards. We could see something like this. And then we could merely just, merely trade sideways, and we could see one of these. So this is kind of where my head's at. We could slowly consolidate down, come back up, trade sideways in between, and then see something pop off. Very possible. But it's merely just a waiting game right now. It's merely just the filling the gap consolidation, which could lead to a big breach in price, and that is what I'm referring to as the second wave. Same thing applies for Bitcoin and the other altcoins. This is exactly the same chart. Big resistance at the top. Big higher low support at the bottom. We need to fill in the gap, trade in sideways, and then we should see that big second wave of price explosion happening. That's really where my mind's at. That's really where I see this market headed. A lot of these things look like they're hitting resistance at the MACD, and it looks like it wants to reject it and correct lower. But I think we're just going to consolidate out now, and then I really do believe that once we hit this point right around here, right around December 12th, which is in probably a week from now, maybe a little over a week, maybe 8 days, 9 days, we should then see that big explosion that we're waiting for. Same thing applies with Litecoin. Litecoin is hitting resistance here, clear a reversal candle. There's a very valid chance it could reverse downwards. It could pull down to $74 and it could start to, consolidate back inside this, ascending triangle here. And then we could see the pop off we're waiting for. But this is right around, December 12th is obviously a lot sooner. But there's a clear uptrend on Litecoin, not necessarily following the same timeline, but the price is acting very similar to the other cryptocurrencies. Clearly, a hit resistance consolidation was going to come. Same thing happened with Bitcoin, same thing with Ethereum. XRP is just consolidating out. We could probably throw on a 4-hour chart, get a better look-see, but you can see it is just consolidating out. There's a clear resistance at 63. There's a clear bottom support at 59. Lowered it to 55, but you can see where we're consolidating. So there's a clear resistance at 70 and a clear bottom support at 55. So merely, take some time now to readjust your positions, figure out where you want to move, where you want to put money in. Test your skills right now. This is really your best option. I do have BitYard linked in the description down below. I do post my trades on Patreon. So definitely make sure to use both to sign up and get ready and prepare yourselves for the next break. We've seen tons of action this year. Probably enough action that really made up for all, profits for the year. It was that great of a year. So moving forward in December of this year, we can clearly reset back in January. But right now, let's wait it out. Let's play it conservative. Let's wait for the next move to really show itself, and then we'll get more invested into the market. Then we'll either buy long or sell short. The great thing is BitYard also offers the demo version, which is incredible and highly recommended. The demo version allows you to trade around with, it's not free money, but it's like money that's integrated into the website that is free to trade around, buy long, sell short, test your skills, test your knowledge. You don't lose anything. You really don't gain anything either. It's a demo account, but it helps you get used to BitYard. It helps you get used to the website. It helps you get used to trading. And that's really what it's meant for here. Lastly, the S&P 500 is exactly where it was yesterday. Nothing really to talk about this right now. Actually, let's extend this out to the daily. Yeah, it's really tough. This is definitely a tough spot for the coin. I'm really not sure where to place this right now. I mean, I'm not too sure if we're going to head higher or if we're going to breach lower. Granted, every time we got close to overbought, we eventually corrected lower. So we'll see where the market heads. Otherwise, guys, that's going to wrap up today's video. If you are new to the channel, make sure to subscribe, turn on post notifications, leave a giant thumbs up as this does help support the YouTube algorithm, and I'll see you in tomorrow's video. Peace.